Hello, Leo. Welcome to your general reading for October 2017. I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. And let's get started with this card here. This is the Shadow card. This is the hidden energies for the month. This is feeling bored and discontent or having some missed opportunities. And if it's a hidden energy as a Leo, you like to be courageous and strong, and you have strong leadership skills. So this is something you're hiding. If you do feel bored and discontent, you're hiding it from others. This is the hidden energy. And you're not one to miss opportunities either. You want to take a hold and take charge and move forward and do what you need to do. So these are the hidden energies here. So it's probably something that you're just, if you're feeling that inside, internally, you're just hiding it from others. And this is your internal energies as well, is feeling stress. Feeling stress and anxiety and those things that keep you up at night. It could just represent insomnia and not being able to sleep. But if we look at this in terms of this here, if you're discontent, if there's something going on in your life, you're discontent and you're feeling a lot of anxiety and you can't sleep, and you're hiding it from others. This represents the theme. This is the Nine of Pentacles, which it's about financial independence as a single person. This isn't about financial independence with your spouse or your partner. This is about achieving that independence alone, having the job, having the money, having the home, and having achieved all of that alone. This card represents you at present. This is the Death card, which is going through a transitional phase. There's something in your life where you're transitioning to a new phase, which would be causing all of this anxiety. If you're transitioning into a new phase in your life, this is causing a lot of anxiety. And maybe you're very bored and discontent with your previous situation. Maybe that boredom and discontent is where you were, and now you're transitioning to something new, and it's causing a lot of stress and anxiety and keeping you up at night. The conflict is this card, which is the Queen of Wands. She's a fire sign. So Leo is a fire sign as well. But let me just describe what she is. She's very fiery and passionate. She's got strong leadership skills. She can be aggressive. She's a go-getter. She's very motivated. She gets the job done. So she represents Leo in a lot of ways. And whoever this person is, there's a conflict. And maybe these are qualities within yourself that you're not feeling at the moment. And that's what the conflict is. Maybe whatever this is, if you're feeling bored and discontent, and the conflict is within yourself, because you're not feeling that motivation right now. You're not feeling like, you just don't feel like doing anything. That spark that exists within you that keeps you going, those strong leadership skills and always doing projects and keeping yourself active, and right now you're not. So the conflict is probably just within yourself. Which concerns me because these are the external energies here. The Devil card represents addictions, obsessions, compulsions. This is the external energy. This is something outside of you. But this is what I refer to as human excess. It's all of those things that make us feel good and make us feel better, but excessively. Now, sometimes I can see this as depression. So if if the conflict is within you and you're not feeling very motivated, right? Like this card is lack of motivation, then I'm questioning if there's some kind of depression going on. And I will always say, go seek the help if that's the case. You can't fix that on your own. That requires professional help. But if you are finding yourself that you're in bed and you can't get out of bed, or you're on the couch for 2 weeks, or you're unemployed, you lost your job, or something drastic is happening, and you can't get up and you don't have any energy, then you need to seek help of some kind. Seek some professional help. This is at the foundation, which is success and victory and public recognition. So this let me keep on going, because this will start to make clarity as I go. Sometimes it becomes more clear. But this is success and victory, which is the normal state of a Leo, I would think. You're very successful generally. because you're go-getters, you're usually very outgoing, and you're strong leaders. So this would represent you normally, I would think. And this is in your past. The Page of Wands is either a young person or somebody who's a novice, and this is something new regarding this Wands energy. So this fiery, passionate energy, maybe it's a new creative project or a new job or something new that you began in your past, but it was something new for you then. And maybe this was that the transition phase is leaving this and moving on to something new. This could be a new, passion, a new relationship in that. I don't see too much in terms of relationships, but this was in the past. And here's another page. This is the current energies. And this is a young person again. They could also be messengers. These could just be messengers. This could be a new opportunity and a message, that something in your past, a new opportunity in your past. And this is a new financial opportunity, whether it's a new job or a new home, a new source of income. I'm going to say probably either a new job or a new home because you're in this transitional phase. So death of the old, birth of the new. You have to, put an end to that old life and to begin your new life. So this could be a new home or a new job, and it's causing a lot of stress. Maybe you had to move on, get a new job, get a new home. This is this transitional phase, and it's causing a lot of stress and anxiety in your life. And if it was something that's happening involuntarily, then that can create the depression as well. This is a new opportunity in the near future. So this is about the Ace of Swords. The Swords energy is in the mind. So it's wisdom, truth, knowledge, education. It's learning. So if you did accept a new position, if this is about a new job opportunity, then that would make sense here because there's new skills to learn on the job. Maybe it's going back to school. Maybe this is getting money to go back to school, and this represents you going back to college. Or getting some new training or a new degree, or educating yourself on the job skills. This could just be a new job, and these are the skills you have to learn at your new job. And this is about the knowledge and the education that's required at your new job. And then up here we have your hopes and your fears. The Tower card is sudden changes. So maybe you're afraid of these sudden changes. Maybe there were some sudden changes already, or this transitional phase is difficult for you. So maybe right now you're feeling in stress and anxiety because if this happened to you and now this sudden change is requiring you to move, or it's requiring you to take a new job. Maybe you got laid off. Maybe your company was bought out and you got laid off. Maybe you lost your job in some way, so there's a new job opportunity for you here, but this is something you're afraid of, and this has been very challenging and difficult for you, and maybe this is a sudden change that comes out of nowhere and it's unexpected, and maybe this was the reason and the cause for the new job or the new home, which is causing a lot of stress, which could also cause some form of depression, anxiety. This could also just represent severe anxiety, if you're feeling severe anxiety over the sudden change. And this is the final outcome. So let's see how this turns out. So this is you with your knowledge and your education and your wisdom. So this is the final outcome. The Queen of Swords, if this was an opportunity to go back to school, or if this was your training on the job training at your new job, then this is you having mastered those skills, becoming the master of the knowledge that was required if that was a new job. If this is about moving into a new home, then this is all about, the education, educating yourself on your new home. If you had to move into a new town, it's learning about just getting to know the town, getting to know where the restaurants are, where the roads are going to take you, take your GPS everywhere you go, if it's a new experience for you. So this is just about learning new things. And then this is you in your future having mastered that. So if you did go back to college or university, then this is you having completed your degree and becoming the master and proficient in those skills and in that knowledge. Or if this is you moving into a new home and into a new town, into a new location, then it's just about learning and becoming very familiar with your new surroundings. This is emotional fulfillment. So whatever's going on, whatever's creating all of this stress, you're going to bounce back and recover, because this is emotional fulfillment. So you're going to find happiness and joy at your job, if it's a new job, or if it's a new town that you're moving into, or a new place where you're living. There's happiness and joy. You're going to rebound from this stress and anxiety. Here's the success and the victory. This is more reflective of what a Leo usually is. And you're going to be emotionally fulfilled. So if there was some kind of a sudden change that took place, know that it's all going to work out in the end, and you're going to be very happy wherever you are, wherever you go. And this is the Five of Swords. This is a shallow victory. I hate to throw him in there because this usually represents some kind of deceit or trickery that was involved. So somebody's the victor. So if this could represent something to do with why you had to get a new job or why you had to move. If there were these changes, this could have to do with why this transitional phase that you're going through right now. If there was some kind of deceit involved in that, if this was a person outside of you who used their deceit, whether it's a divorce situation and your spouse was deceitful, or at your job, if there was some deceit at work, and it, you know, the changes at work came very suddenly and unexpected, and they weren't very upfront and honest about it. They were kind of sneaky about it. So there's a victory there. And whether that's, I mean, that could be you as the victor. Maybe you are the winner. But then it's a shallow victory. What did you do? Who did you deceive to get there? That's always the thing to question with this card. It's a shallow victory. And was it something that you had to do to get the new job or to get the new home? And it could be something minor. Maybe you lied on your resume, or you had to tell some white lies on your job interview, or maybe you had to lie to your landlord about why you're moving. So it's a victory, but it's a shallow victory. There's something about either it went against your integrity, and maybe that's why there's some stress. If you had to be deceitful and it's not something that you like to do, then, you know, maybe this shallow victory, whatever you had to do to get ahead and to get to this point where you feel emotionally happy once again, but to get there you had to go against your own personal integrity, and that caused a lot of stress as well. But in the end, things are going to work out for you. It's going to work out for you, and it's going to be fine. You're going to have emotional fulfillment and mastery over here. Is the Queen of Swords, mastery of your knowledge and your education and your wisdom. So that's your reading for the month. You might want to try to check out your rising sign as well. That could give you some insight into the month. I'm also going to do some relationship readings. You can check for those and see what's in store for you with your relationship reading. It's a brand new channel, so if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. You can find my channel next month much more readily. It's going to be, even if you search for me at this point, you're going to have a hard time finding me. So if you subscribe, you can find me. Like the video if you found some value in it. Comment below, and I hope to hear from you. I hope to see you back next month. Take care and God bless.